Hi guys, welcome to our 3-month Fit Body App Challenge. Today I'm going to be going over alternatives to each move in today's challenge. And if you haven't started the challenge yet, it is not too late. Head to the description below to get your promo code for 1 month free to the Fit Body app, which is where the challenge is at. Alright, so today's challenge is all upper body focused. So I'm going to start with the first move, which is alternating bicep curls, okay? Really important, remember to keep your elbow tucked in at your side. It should not be traveling super far forward, all right? So this is what the move is. If for whatever reason you cannot do this move or you want an alternative, one option is just to do them together, okay? So you always can kind of mess with different moves that are, involve 2 dumbbells in our upper body by doing one side at a time or by doing 2. Okay, another thing to keep in mind with bicep curl moves is that you can do different variations that will hit your biceps in different ways. So one way to do that, so right here is just a normal bicep curl, okay? Or you can do an outside bicep curl, like that, all right? So that might hit your biceps in a different way. You can also do them just right out at an angle instead of directly up. You can also move your wrists. Instead of having them out like this, you can do a hammer curl, okay? So these are all different options that are gonna help you hit your biceps in different ways. Which one is best? None of them. It is all about which one helps you in your anatomy engage your biceps more than the other, or just doing all of them throughout your workout program and just overall workout routine. You always wanna be sure that you are, doing different things to hit your muscles in different ways. Okay. So another alternative, if none of those are working and you're just like, man, I'm not feeling my biceps, it might be because your shoulders are engaging and they're overcompensating, or maybe even your back. You don't want to be doing a bicep curl and putting your back into it because you're not engaging your biceps. So one way to remove your back from getting to be a part of it, or your shoulders, is by doing a concentration curl. So what you do here is you're gonna be putting the back of your tricep, not your elbow, okay? If you do this, there's not much really going on in your biceps, okay? You want to have your triceps right here, and then you're gonna be bringing it up. So this is completely removing your back from compensating, and you might get a little bit of shoulder engagement here, but it's not gonna be as much as with a standing version. So just really, when you're doing this, just really focus on that bicep engagement. Okay, so the next move is going to be a bent over fly, and I'm gonna tell you this move is not easy. So step number 1 to modifying or making this move easier is just go down in weight. And honestly, I recommend starting with a really low weight, like 5 pounds. Even if in other back moves you can do 20 pounds, just because this one is so difficult. I only have 10-pound dumbbells, so this might be a little bit of a struggle, but let me start without the weights and show you. You can do this seated or you can do it standing, okay? And you're gonna have your dumbbells down here and you're gonna bring them out, and you don't wanna lock your elbows, okay? So have a slight bend. The further away from your body, I see here, if I bring them closer, the further away, the harder it is, okay? So you can also bring them in a bit closer. So let's do it with the weight. Keep your chest up. You don't want to be hunching over. And like that, okay? All right, so that is what the move is in the challenge. And now the alternative is going to be, again, you want to think about, what is this move doing? What muscles is this move working in? This is a back move. So a different back move could be, for example, hammer curls. So to do hammer curls, you get the weights, you bend over, keep your chest up, and you bring them up, okay? Let me turn to the side, bend over, bring them up. Now, there are different ways to do hammer curls where you could actually be a bit more upright, and right here it's gonna hit a different part of your back than if you're here and you're bringing them back there. Okay, so the hammer row is one alternative. Another one is where instead of the hammer row, which is where your wrists are like this, you can have a reverse grip hammer row. All of these, like I said, just like with the bicep curls, all of these are just variations. There's not one that's better than the other. It's about which one is going to hit your muscles, and for your body, for your anatomy, is going to help you engage your muscles. And then 2, do them all anyways, but at different points throughout your journey, okay? So you never want to stick with just one kind of any move. All right, another alternative to these, and this is a pretty big regression. It makes it a lot easier, but it's actually not that easy. So you do need one of these resistance bands though, which I know not everyone's gonna have, so this is just for those of you that do have it. This is also a very similar move to something that they would have you do in physical therapy if you have something wrong with your shoulders. So what you're gonna do is grab a resistance band like this. This is going to be a shoulder abduction, and you're going to abduct as far as you can, okay, and bring it back. And you really wanna try to control the movement as you come back. All right, and that is gonna engage your back as well. This is not my preferred alternative, but it is one that is an option for those of you that have a resistance band like this. So next move is a decline plank. So let's get the weights out of here. All right, so the decline plank, this one, you're gonna have your feet right here on the platform, and then you're gonna be doing a plank down on the ground. Let's see if I have enough room here. All right. So, start in a high plank, go down into a plank. All right, and that is it. I actually really like this move. It could not be great for someone that has shoulder issues. It does put a bit more pressure on the shoulders, but I actually almost think that it's easier than a regular plank in a way, so I want you to try it. But if it does cause you any pain, then an alternative would just be to go to a regular plank. So we don't need this. All right, so for a regular plank, you're just gonna be right here. Remember to tilt that pelvis in and slight round on the shoulders. And that would be your alternative to make the decline plank a little bit easier. If you wanna make it harder, then let's do a single leg plank, okay? And you wanna switch to the opposite side. So those of you that are overachievers and really want to make it even more difficult. All right, and now the next move is going to be a dumbbell push-up. So I know that this is in the Fit Body app workouts a lot, so I'm really excited to go over this with you girls and show you what other options you have. So we grab the dumbbells. Now, some of you girls have asked me, like, why do I need the dumbbells? You know, can I just do a regular push-up? You can, but the dumbbells do make it a little bit more difficult because it's increasing your range of motion. If you do a push-up, you can only go as far as the floor. But when you have these dumbbells, you're raised up a little bit so you can sink in a bit more, which is further gonna get your chest and your shoulder muscles. So let me show you really quick. With the dumbbells, honestly, guys, I also feel like this is better for you if you have wrist issues, but you have to have the right wrist placement. Because if you're like this, okay, say this is the floor, if you're like this, then that's really gonna hurt your wrist because you're putting all of your pressure on it. It needs to be like that, like this, okay? Can you guys see that? So this is a no, this is yes, all right? So on the floor, that is a no, this is a yes. You're kind of almost resting inside this part of your thumb. All right. Then remember that your elbows need to go back, not out. They need to go back. Okay, and up, push up with your core. All right, so if these are too hard, then yes, one step is to do just a regular push-up. Just like this. Okay. Or if you do want to keep the dumbbells, then just do dumbbell knee push-ups. I have to say, I'm not a fan of knee push-ups because I don't think that they help you progress as much as you need to work up to a full push-up. So I prefer an incline, but you can't really do dumbbells on an incline. So if you do need to do knee push-ups, this is an option and it does still allow you to go beyond and have an increased range of motion. All right, so the next move is a Superman. So you can set the weights aside, and for a Superman, you are going to have your head down. You don't want your head to be up, okay? And you're gonna raise. Keep your head down, don't raise your head up, okay? That's gonna put pressure on your spine. And lower, and then raise. Okay, so this is really targeting your back, but say for whatever reason it's hurting more than it's helping, Then you can do a bird dog. So a bird dog is a regressed version. It's a little bit easier and it's one-sided. So raise your arm and your leg, bring it in, and then go back. Okay, then switch to the opposite side. All right, bring it in. And just like that. And those are your 5 moves for today and some alternatives. I hope you go crush your workout and I will see you tomorrow.